So I surprisingly graduated 11th grade with good grades in this huge pandemic situation. And my mom was kind enough to spoil and reward me with whatever I wanted. And she saw my passion making videos, believing that I'm gonna be the president of all YouTube. And since we've been quarantined for a really long time, I needed something to enjoy and spend all my time on. And in this case, it was making videos. So we went to look at some laptops, and keep in mind that I didn't know she was actually going to buy me something. And I've always needed a new MacBook with specific high specs that I spent days watching videos about to understand what I really needed. And I needed something that's gonna handle my editing. But I've always had in mind that they're super expensive with the high-end specs I needed, and there's no way in hell my mom's gonna spend all of that money for me. And so I decided to buy a new camera instead at the meantime, because I couldn't wait another day to get anything. 400 to 600 Kuwaiti dinars was the budget I had in mind. And when we went to the store to pick up the camera after getting confirmation from everyone everywhere that it's available, it wasn't there. But that's another story. I decided that I'll try to make things work with my 11-inch MacBook Air, which I don't even know what I was thinking of when I decided to do that, but like, trust me, it would have never worked. Anyways, we went to way too many stores just for me to try and get a glimpse of that English keyboard, but nothing to be found. And the shops at the time had just opened because we were in lockdown, which means that stocks were somewhat empty. And so eventually, out of the blues, we had someone suggest a place in which we went and found the one last piece. Like, bro, what are the chances? And so it was sealed, which means I haven't seen the 16-inch screen or the English keyboard yet, which made me disappointed. And what shocked me the most is when my mom asked for the price and just paid it in a matter of seconds. We got back home and it was stuck to my chest like I just gave birth. And when I got back home, I couldn't believe it. I was so happy for once. I literally couldn't sleep that night. I couldn't unbox it till next morning when I realized that it wasn't a dream. It was actually there chilling in my room, in which I eventually unboxed and recorded this precious moment because I wanted this feeling to always be remembered. And it took me quite a few days to download the apps I needed, and so I uploaded the unboxing video about a week ago. And trust me when I say I was excited, I was. Literally. So about a week later, I was editing a prank video when my laptop started heating and the fans got noisier as if it was just getting into labor. So I left it on this cushion while I got a drink of water. And beep, it fell. It felt like my heart just cracked. I was hoping nothing has happened, but this is life. It goes against you. And when I lift the lid open, it was filled with limes. I was way too shocked to believe it. How could something so expensive shatter in such tiny accidents? Like, keep in mind, I've never ever had it drop before. Like, it hasn't even been 10 days since I bought it. Do you realize that? Like, picture this. I've had my 11-inch MacBook Air for over 5 years. I've taken it everywhere. More often to school, in which it dropped harder than my grades did multiple times. And it was in really good condition with barely even noticeable dents. Like, I've never ever had a problem with it physically, because all the problems were processor related. Can you imagine something 5 times its price getting screwed from the first simple accident? Here started our adventure seeking to where we can fix it, and more importantly, how much? Well, at the time of this recording, we went to a lot of stores and branches, all leading to one place which they claim is Apple's official office, called Alpha Store. We're going there tomorrow. 200 likes for part 2 of my amazing miserable life.